feet of Shikshana Bhishma, late Dr. H.M. Gangadharayaji, a great visionary, renowned philanthropist and educationalist, the founder secretary of Sri Siddhartha Education Society, and also to the lotus feet of our founder Chancellor Sahe, late Dr. G. Shivaprasad sir, who had a great healing hand as an ophthalmologist by profession in this occasion. Added to it, let us seek the blessings of Almighty.
Prayer is the hope, prayer is the most powerful form of energy one can generate, which confirms enriching, uplifting the faith to hear our God speak. I would like to call upon Mr. Hemant, third semester ET, to render the invocation song.
गजानन भूतगणादिसेवितो कपित्तजम्बू फलसारभक्षितम् उमाशुत शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् गजवदन हे रंभा विजयध्वज शतरवि प्रतिभा गजवदन हे रंभा विजयध्वज शतरवि प्रतिभा एकदंत वैकल्यंता हृदि सिद्धि ध्वयरा कांता एकदंत वैकल्यंता हृदि सिद्धि ध्वयरा कांता गजवदन हे रंभा गजवदन हे रंभा मूषकवाहन सर्पभूषा गम पम पनि सनि पम गम ग सनि ग स सनि नि पप मम ग स सनि स गम पनि स नि स मूषकवाहन सर्पभूषा मूषकवाहन सर्पभूषा अडिगडिगे निन्ननु नेनेदु वंदिपेवु श्री गणेश अडिगडिगे निन्ननु नेनेदु वंदिपेवु श्री गणेश वंदिपेवु श्री गणेश वंदिपेवु श्री गणेश 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 नेश नेश सा 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 गजवदन हे रंभा विजयध्वज शतरवि प्रतिभा गजवदन हे रंभा विजयध्वज शतरवि प्रतिभा एकदंत वैकल्यंता हृदि सिद्धि ध्वयरा कांता एकदंत वैकल्यंता हृदि सिद्धि ध्वयरा कांता गजवदन हे रंभा गजवदन हे रंभा गजवदन हे रंभा.
Thank you, Mr. Hemant, for the blissful rendition.
May I now request Dr. Jeevit Asset, Associate Professor, Department of ETE, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome you to the International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communication, ICMNWC 2025, organized by the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, SSIT Tumakuru. Today marks a significant milestone as we come together to exchange the ideas, share innovations, and explore emerging trends that continues to transform the global technological landscape. I deeply honor to extend a special and heartfelt to our esteemed dignitaries whose presence greatly enriches this inaugural ceremony. I warmly welcome our Honorable Home Minister, Government of Karnataka, and Chancellor Sahe Tumakuru, Dr. G. Parmeshwara sir, and we extend our respect in his absence. It is my privilege to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Luciano Messia, Professor, Department of Electromagnetic Fields, Politico di Bari, Italy, He has shared a video message in his absence. Welcome you, sir. I extend a warm and respectful welcome to Dr. T. Srinivas, Professor, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Welcome you, sir. I am pleased to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Changappa MR, Vice Chair, IEEE Bangalore Section and Senior Technologist, HP Bangalore. Sir, we greatly value your continued support to academic and research community. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. K. Naveen Kumar from Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, Abu Dhabi, UAE, to this conference. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Mr. Chandrasekhar BS, Senior Engineer Manager, Accenture Bangalore, and appreciate his valuable presence at this conference. Welcome you, sir. I extend my welcome to Dr. Saptarishi Chaudhary, Head of RAN System Engineer, Radisai Corporation, Bangalore. Welcome you, sir. A special and respectful welcome is accorded to our presiding dignitary, Dr. K. B. Lingegowda, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sahe Tumakuru. Sir, welcome you, sir, in his absence. We are honored to welcome Dr. Ashok Mehta, Registrar Sahe Tumakuru, and we look forward to your valuable guidance. Welcome you, sir. It is our privilege to welcome our General Chair, ICMNWC 2025, Dr. M.S. Ravi Prakasha, Principal, SSIT, whose leadership has been instrumental in bringing this conference to the reality. Welcome you, sir. I also extend a warm welcome to Dr. Savita D. Torvi, Professor, Department of ETE, SSIT, who will be introducing and outlining the vision behind ICMNWC 2025. Welcome you, madam. We extend our sincere welcome to all deans, head of the departments, section heads, faculty members, delegates, research scholars, students, and distinguished participants from the various institutions. Your presence enriches the academic spirit of this event. I also welcome the mass media team and my dear students, volunteers, for being with us today. Once again, on behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome each one of you to the ICMNWC 2025. May this conference inspire the meaningful discussions, productive collaboration, and innovative solution for the future. Thank you and welcome to the ICMNWC 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Jeevit SH, for your earnest address. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. A ray of light is a ray of hope. Let's all leave the darkness and step towards bright path. Now, we'll have a traditional auspicious light lamping ceremony as a tribute to Mother Saraswati, the goddesses of knowledge. I request our chief guest and all the dignitaries on the dais to step forward to light the lamp and symbolically inaugurate this program. I request the entire gathering to rise for the same. Thank you all. I request all the dignitaries to occupy your respective seats. Conference is a gathering of people who witness togetherness in the process of learning and synthesizing divergent ideas and data.
I now request Dr. Savita D. Torvi, Organizing Chair, ICM and WC 2025, Professor and Head Department of ET, to brief us the journey of ICM and WC 25.
Good morning to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, respected guests on the dais and off the dais, my dear participants, a very warm good morning to one and all. I am honored and feel privileged to stand before you today to provide a brief overview of the 5th IEEE International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communication, ICMNWC 2025. Organized by the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, Sri Siddhartha Institute of Technology, Tumakuru, in association with IEEE Bangalore Section and IEEE Communication Society. It is indeed a special privilege for the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering and SSIT, this conference. Now, entering its 5th series, has become a vibrant hub for innovation, collaboration, and scholarly exchange, bridging academia, industry, and research communities from across the world. I would like to provide a short glimpse about the journey of ICM and WC. The first series has been inaugurated during the COVID era 2021 with eminent guests from different nations have joined hands with us through online. The second series took place during December 2022 with experts from Germany, Indonesia, IISc having graced the event with their technical contributions. The third series was organized during December 2023, where we had the opportunity to host experts from Spain, NAL, IIT, and also the technical sessions from international speakers. The fourth series was organized during December 2024, which witnessed eminent research from South Korea, IIT, and NAL. All the previous 4 series witnessed remarkable support from the authors with over 1,500 submissions from diverse corners of the world for each series. This was a testament to the relevance and impact of ICM and WC in the global research community. I also wish to bring to your kind attention that all the accepted papers from the previous editions are published in IEEE Digital Explorer and indexed by the major databases like Scopus, Web of Science, and others. For this 5th edition, we are pleased to share that conference has received 1,620 submissions from 12 different countries, reflecting the growing international visibility and academic reach of ICM and WC. After the rigorous pre-review, process conducted by the reviewers from academia and industry, 254 papers have been accepted for presentation. This demonstrates our strong commitment to maintaining high scholarly standards and ensuring the technical quality of the proceedings. As we reflect on the history of ICMNWC, it is evident that the conference has evolved into a dynamic forum for cutting edge research and a collaboration. I thank the management of SSIT Siddhartha Institute of Technology for facilitating a platform where knowledge is shared, innovations are showcased, and future partnerships are initiated. I extend my gratitude to all the participants, speakers, especially to all the reviewers who have contributed to the success of the conference. Thus, I encourage all participants to actively engage in the sessions, interact with fellow researchers, and make the most of the opportunities this conference provides. We warmly welcome you all to the to SSIT Tumakuru and wish you a productive and insightful and enriching experience at ICMNWC 2025. I'm very happy to announce that the 6th series IEEE conference will be in the second week of December 2025. Sorry, 2026. I thank once again to you all, and also I welcome you all to the event. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for providing a glimpse of this conference.
Education in today's world is not just teaching and learning within the four walls of a classroom. It is about creating awareness, and awareness is not only for students, it is also for the teachers and public too. Our college has realized the need to create awareness about itself among the students, and we are doing our best to meet the requirement. As a new step in this direction, we have come up with organizing this IEEE conference in our institution, and this is the 5th series of its kind.
May I request the distinguished dignitaries on the dais to release the proceedings of the conference to the gathering.
We can see how beautifully our conference proceedings has come out. At the same time, I request the General Chair, ICMNWC 2025, Dr. M.S. Ravi Prakasha, sir, to please felicitate our guests of the day. On behalf of the organizing committee, ICMNWC, SSIT, and SAHA, I request the chief guest to receive the felicitation. And first of all, Dr. T. Srinivas, Professor, IISc Bangalore, to receive the felicitation, please. Dr. Srinivas Talabattula is Professor in EC Department, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He obtained BSc Honours in Physics from New Science College, Hyderabad, and ME Integrated and PhD from IISc. He was a postdoctoral research fellow at Taiyoshi University of Technology, Japan, during 1992 to 96. His area of research interest is optical communications, in particular photonic integrated circuits. He published about 150 papers and guided 28 PhD students. He is a member of the National Board of Accreditation, NBA. He was the chairman Gate ISC Zone during 2010 and 2013. He is an active volunteer of IEEE Bangalore section and served on students' activities, technical activities, professional activities, and chapter coordination. He was the chair of our IEEE Photonic Society and IEEE Communication Society chapters of IEEE Bangalore section. Sir, you truly stand an inspiring role model for students, researchers, and academicians alike. Thank you, sir, for receiving our felicitation.
Next, we have Dr. G. Changappa MR, Vice Chair, IEEE Bangalore Section, Hewlett Packard, Bangalore.
We request you to please receive our felicitation, sir.
Dr. Changappa MR, a senior technologist, IEEE leader and advocate for sustainability and inclusive innovation, has been appointed as a member of 9th Academic Senate of Visvesvaraya Technological University, VTU, Belagavi. With over 2 decades of experience in telecommunication and IT, Dr. Changappa has worked extensively in virtualized and open radio access networks, next generation wireless systems, and AI-driven network intelligence. His contribution to scalable, energy efficient digital infrastructure have supported the evolution of sustainable and future-ready communication technologies. He is widely recognized for his leadership in emerging domains, including generative AI, non-terrestrial networks, and edge intelligence, and for promoting standardization frameworks that enable scalable innovation. In this role, as a Vice Chair of IEEE Bangalore Section and Technical Lead for the IEEE Move Outreach India program, he has mobilized multidisciplinary teams across academia, industria, and non-profits, driving impactful technology intervention and fostering technique development among students and young professionals. His appointment to the VTU Academic Senate knowledge his significant contribution to technical education, policy-driven research, sustainable efforts, and social impact through technology. His expertise is expected to further curriculum modernization, interdisciplinary collaboration, and skill development aligned with national priorities such as Digital India, Make in India, and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Dr. Changappa brings a rare combination of industry insight, social responsibility, and academic vision, strengthening VTU's mission to shaping energy professionals capable of building a sustainable and inclusive.
So we are truly honored to have you with us today in this occasion. So thank you very much for receiving our felicitation. And we have with us Dr. K.B. Lingegowda, sir, Vice Chancellor, Sri Siddhartha Academy Fire Station, Tumakuru. Welcome you, sir, to this occasion. May I now request Dr. K. Naveen Kumar, Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, Abu Dhabi, UAE, to please receive our felicitation. Dr. Naveen Kumar K. is a researcher in artificial intelligence with expertise spanning trustworthy, federated learning, AI security and privacy, agentic AI systems, and vision language models for healthcare and autonomous systems. He is currently a postdoctoral research associate in the machine learning department at the Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, Abu Dhabi, UAE. Mr. Naveen earned his PhD degree in computer science and engineering from the IIT Hyderabad, where he also received the PhD Research Excellence Award for the year 2023-24. He also holds an MTech in CSE from IIT Hyderabad and a BTech from IIIT Vadodara, graduating with distinction throughout his academic journey. His research contributions include achievements in secure and privacy-preserving federated learning, defense mechanisms against adversarial attacks, secure vision language AI for medical imaging. Sir, we are very much honored. Your academic excellence, global research engagements, and impactful innovations stands as an inspiration to every aspiring technologist. We are truly honored to have you with us today, sir. Thank you very much for receiving our felicitation.
Next, we have with us Chandrasekhar B.S., Senior Engineering Manager, Accenture, Bangalore. Chandrasekhar B.S. is a seasoned senior architect with over 16 years of accomplished experience in embedded systems, embedded Linux, middleware, and system software engineering. Based in Bangalore, India, he has built a distinguished career specializing in Linux-based platform, wireless communication technologies, system-level optimization, and tool chain development. His technical versatility spans embedded Linux, C++, C++, middleware and driver development, compiler maintenance and secure communication frameworks, making him a highly respected expert in both product architecture and implementation.
Thank you very much, sir, for receiving our felicitation. Next, we have Dr. Chowdhury, sir. I request you, sir, to please receive our felicitation. Dr. Chowdhury, sir, holds a PhD from International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore, where his doctoral research focused on advanced mobile communication topics such as LTE MAC scheduling, radio resource management, and MAC-PHY cross-layer optimization. Prior to his doctoral studies, he completed his MTech and BTech and earlier a BSc with Physics Honours from University of Calcutta. Over a career spanning about 3 decades, Dr. Chowdhury has held senior technical and architectural roles across multiple organizations. His early work was with Fasal Limited, Bangalore, by long stints at Wipro Technologies, where he rose through roles such as lead architect, principal architect, and distinguished member of technical architect. And currently, he is working as lead RAN RANSYS. Thank you very much, sir, for receiving our felicitation. I request all the dignitaries to please occupy the seats. The greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work. Such an intellectual master is Dr. Srinivas Talabatsuda. I now request Dr. T. Srinivas to please address the gathering.
Hello. Is it audible? Hello. Yeah. I'm very happy to come to SSIT for this conference. First of all, let me congratulate the college and the organizers for taking up organizing this international conference and also choosing this topic, which is one of the hot subjects and also an emerging area in the present day world. There are a lot of expectations from the audience about this conference. I hope most of you have thought about what is it in store. And I also hope most of you have got certain interests in pursuing this subject, be either a student or a faculty member or industry personnel. So let me address on 2 important points related to the conference. So whenever you talk about a conference like this, the most important aspect is the technical nature of the paper presentations and the knowledge that you get. I hope most of you have already seen the what is in store, the schedule and the various topics that are being covered in this conference. And I hope most of you will find your topic of interest. As we know, this is a very broad area, like mobile communications, and if you add networks, then it becomes much wider, and there's a lot of scope and in store for every one of us. And as you know, there will be many subtopics in this, like security or use of AI tools, or the emerging topics like you can use the artificial intelligence in various communication aspects. And of course, the emerging interest in using the quantum techniques for security purposes in other programs. There are a lot of many sub areas. If you look at the schedule, you will find many of them. So that is a technical part of this conference, and I hope most of you will use. And I know that there are a lot of students also attending this conference. Typically, like in a general, any big conference or an international conference, the most important, you can say, are the authors of these papers. And then the beneficiaries are not only authors, but the participants. In particular, there will be a lot of research scholars who would like, and of course, even BTech students who would like to go for a research in the future will definitely benefit from picking up some important topics from the experts who are speaking. That is the most important takeaway, you can say, from attending this conference. I hope everyone will attend all the sessions, and then by the end of this conference, you will pick up what is the area of your interest, what you would like to do in future, and so on and so forth. That's the technical part of that. then fallout of this, or actually one of the another important, in fact, sometimes some people mainly come for the conference for networking. That is the professional part of that. Most of us are interested in our career. In addition to the technical part, we are interested in career. What do we do with all the knowledge that we have? What can we take from this conference? So I hope many of you, from once again from the schedule, you will note that there are a lot of all these experts coming here. You know what is their area of expertise. So if some of the expertise matches with what you are interested, then it is one of the very good benefits, you can say. So I would suggest everyone to pick up your experts and also your topic, and then make a small discussion during the either formally during the paper presentations or during the offline during the tea breaks and lunch breaks, and try to establish your connections. That is the most important, another important reason why we would like to attend this conference. So I hope everyone will benefit from this, and I will hope the conference very best. And also I will also thank the organizers for inviting me to the conference and participating in this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking address. We now request Dr. Changappa MR, Vice Chair, IEEE Bangalore Section, Hewlett Packard, Bangalore, to address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. A very warm good morning to the dignitaries on the dais, and also to the students, the researchers who have gathered today to present your ideas. So at the outset, I would like to congratulate the organizing team, the management of ICMNWC, and organizing IEEE conference is no joke. So probably even with the global mandate from IEEE HQ being very rigid, so they prefer that timeline for each and every conference would be sort of 9 to 12 months in advance. Considering that we just heard the overwhelming papers, the statistics that the general chair of this conference shared with us. So kudos to the organizing team for meticulously evaluating the paper and shortlisting the papers which are being presented today. So when we talk about mobile networks and wireless communication as a society, we are a lot dependent on this communications, networks, intelligent algorithms, connected infrastructure. However, there are pressing challenges on energy, mobility, be it public infrastructure, digital infrastructure, right? And this conference, I presume, sits at the intersection of addressing these challenges. And to all the researchers, the students, especially the budding engineers who are presenting your papers today, just don't be aligned to your track when I would be presenting the paper and going back home. So make this conference and the delegates who have come here as a platform to interact, to ask bold questions, to seek feedback, and more importantly, like how you can take your research from idea to a product, which we as a nation need that at this crucial point in time. And again, a little offbeat topic, but then again, since considering most of the students are here, I know that like once you are graduating, you would be working in a MNC or a global capability center, or most of you want to do your masters, or even like few of you would want to have your own startup, right? So when we look this in a nation perspective, so we need a lot of youngsters who are in that mindset of building the products, right? So if you are still like in the age old aspects of doing some software for urban convenience, when I say urban convenience, it is catering to the people in the urban cities, whereas in the lines of Swiggy, Zomato, be it cab aggregators or hotel aggregators, think beyond that. So the first 15 years of the startup ecosystem has gone into it. And if we are still delving on these things, so we would be really wasting our time. So if we are into startup, think writing beyond writing softwares, think on like how you can have real-time products, and how conferences like these can really translate your ideas to product and also take your research from lab to market as well. So have that thought process whenever you are discussing with the leaders from the different technical domains. As I said, ask bold questions, seek feedback, and never stop at this one conference. So if you have an idea, pursue it and make sure that it realizes and you give back something back to the society rather than just documenting it in the college library or the research library. So with this, I would like to congratulate the conference organizers again of having this fifth edition of the conference. And Madam did announce the sixth edition would be having in 2026. And again, from IEEE Bangalore section, we stand shoulder to shoulder with the institution to see that like how we can support the aspiration of the institution and then see like how together we can scale greater heights in advancing technology for humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. And we hope that our students, along with the students, we have researchers in the institution who will be definitely making use of this opportunity provided for the maximum extent. And with your approval, we will take it forward for the next upcoming IEEE conference as well. Thank you very much for your encouraging words, sir. We are fortunate enough to have one more distinguished guest of honor, Dr. K. Naveen Kumar, Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, Abu Dhabi, UAE, today with us. May I now request Dr. K. Naveen Kumar, sir, to address the gathering, please.
Yeah, good morning to everyone present here. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for the dignitaries on the dais, of the dais. First of all, this is new to me to be sitting in front of such great people and receiving the felicitation. I'm kind of overwhelming now, digesting that I'm present here. I would like to congratulate everyone who are present here, and already Professor Srinivas sir and Chengappa sir already addressed the gathering. One thing I would like to add on top of that, because all of those are valid points. A year back, I was sitting there alongside you, looking at all of you feels like being a student again. So this is the right moment where you can learn multiple things, explore, and venues like this ICMNWE will provide you with this MNWC, sorry, provide you such opportunities interacting with researchers, people around the world working on different platforms. And I know the state of all the students now will be a bit confused, looking at what is evolving right now around the world, what path to choose. Because 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, you want your career should be good enough, with good respectful job and all. But things are changing so fastly. How can we stay updated with those things? And conferences like this, attending these, and the papers, I was going through the proceedings, the conference publications, they're ranging from simple machine learning to complex architectures like transformers. There are a lot of concepts involved, and you can choose your area of interest. And as Dr. Chengappa sir also mentioned, have that sense of burning spirit of learning something and asking bold questions. The more you ask questions, the more we will evolve as learning something new. And who knows, tomorrow you will be $1 billion, you will be the founder of $1 billion startup. You might have also known November 2022, Open AI started ChatGPT. Everyone's life made easy by that. But before that also there were people working on that, but someone took that risk and released something like that as an LLM. Now every other tech giants like Google, DeepSeek from China, everyone has started doing that. But the one who took that decision that something like this is possible and made it possible is the one who will be remembered by the world. So we never know who will have that one idea that comes out of it. So stay just like Steve Jobs always stay hungry, stay foolish. So always stay hungry of learning something, and venues like this will provide you such opportunities. Once again, I thank everyone for giving me this wonderful opportunity, attending here, organizers, everyone who are behind here, and I wish a successful today conference and a lot of learning for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. K. Naveen Kumar. That was surely a value address.
We have with us Dr. Saptarshi Chowdhury, sir, Head RAN Systems at Radicis Corporation, Bangalore. We are very much honored with his presence today here. And I now request Dr. Chowdhury, sir, to please address the gathering.
Good morning, all of you, and respected dignitaries on the dais of the dais. See, this is a very good opportunity in the December month to see a conference very close to my heart, actually. Why? Because last 30 years, I have been a part of this wireless mobile and communication industry from India itself. See, when I started my career, that time in 1996, actually, there was nothing called a mobile communication era actually in India. We used to have our old phones and to talk about. So after I did my master's, that's the first stepping stone to see getting into the wireless industry and see the industry grow actually from India with the people like us, and you also will be joining into this bandwagon actually. So a conference of this nature actually to host is really good to see actually, and I'm also a part of the IEEE Comstock actually, the society. So that is very close to where I bring all the students who are eager to learn this wireless and take up their career actually. Now, why it is so important, I just give you some statistics. That after the oil, our communication is the next big checkers actually from India itself, because we import a lot of gadgets or the equipments from abroad actually. But if you see the last 30 years, the journey where the strength of the wireless people working in this industry was very limited actually. But after 30 years, there is a sizable amount of mass has been created, and thanks of all of you who has come to this industry, take this as a career in telecom and especially the wireless. And they have started building the products sitting in Bangalore itself. Okay, now we are very proud to talk about that our imports of these gadgets from outside has come down drastically. And this has only happened that people are very inquisitive to take a wireless. There are a lot of this wireless communication, including this conference, which is gone to the 5th year. Is very good to see actually, where specifically on this subject, the things has been moving actually. And it's a good actually, because what has happened is that if you take up this career, you get into work with the industry experts. You see the academics who are working in so long into this in the communication industry, and especially as a wireless as a specialization to it actually. And other big aspect of it, and you all have to be aware of it, that IEEE papers is one part of it. There are a lot of this India which are generating the standard essential patents actually. Okay, now this is where the most significant trust has been given from the industry also, that whatever our thought comes, we try to patent it out. So patent gives you a novelty to protect your ideas, and tomorrow if you wish to transfer this patent to your own startups or to your own work, what you try to do in your whatever the organization, it gives a lot of leeway actually. You protect your ideas, and all these things, if you see the number of India patents in wireless has gone up significantly. And good to know that in 6G, which is the next technology that is coming in next few years, the number of India generating the patents in 6G has gone up significantly. Now we are now at par with US, Europe, and China actually. So just see that how the transformation journey has happened in the last 3 decades in this wireless as an industry and wireless. And today I'm very glad to see also that we also teaching wireless communication as a subject in masters, in bachelors also. It's very good to see it, which we missed in our journey when we are doing our engineering. We had to learn the technology as we were growing in this industry itself. So good and welcome. Please take this maximum opportunity to talk to the industry, go to the papers that has been can go through that has been published, and it also gives the learning that whatever the papers, please read it out, because some of these papers will be used as the subject of your solution for your next job actually. So good to see, and good that you are part of this this conference itself. So thank you very much, and enjoy this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words.
We have now a video message shared by delegates and guests outside India. And to start with, we have a video message from Dr. Rocio Perez de Prado, University of Jaén, Spain. May we have the video, please? Yes, in fact, Dr. Rocio Perez de Prado was here. She was, was invited as one of the chief guests of our IEEE International Conference 2 years back. This is Dr. Rocio Perez de Prado, University of Jaén, Spain.
Rocio Perez de Prado, Associate Professor of the Telecommunication Engineering Department at the University of Jaén, Spain, and also head the chair of digital transformation in this university. And I'm very pleased to know that the International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communications in this version of 2025 is being organized by my dear Siddhartha Institute of Technology, Tumakuru, in collaboration with the great IEEE Bangalore section. So this conference, International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communication 2025, offers a remarkable platform for participants worldwide to come together, to exchange ideas, to share experiences with peers from diverse regions worldwide. And I think that this initiative reflects our collective commitment to advancing engineering, science, and technology to the fullest potential and for the betterment of humanity. It is the key. So I'm very confident that this conference will foster insightful discussions on very important aspects of this dynamic field and generate valuable recommendations that will contribute to shaping the future of emerging technologies. So my best wishes to all organizers and participants for a highly successful and enrichment event. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, thank you, Prado. It was indeed a beautiful message from her. Next.
Hi, I'm Professor Fernando Moreira. It's my privilege to extend warm greetings to all participants on the 5th International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communications. This event organized by Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, Service Center of Technology, in collaboration with IEEE Bangalore section, exemplified the spirit of innovation and collaboration that drives progress in mobile networks and wireless communication technology. The team today is head of intelligent systems and privacy community, integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning with mobile and wireless technology is poised to unlock new levels of performance, resilience, and efficiency. In this conference provides an excellent platform to the researchers, industry experts, and academicians to exchange ideas, showcase advancements, and explore emerging trends that will redefine the future of communication systems. This conference inspired all participants to pursue the innovation approach, contributed to the collective missions of technological advance and real valuable collaboration. Wishing you all the successful enrichment and impactful at this wonderful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It was, Fernando Moreira, MIT Universidade Português, Porto, Portugal. Thank you for his wonderful wishes. Next, we have a video message from Tae-Ki Kang, Tongkyo University, South Korea.
I am Tae-Ki Kang, a full professor in the Department of Computer Engineering at Tongkyo University, South Korea. It's a pleasure to note that the International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communication, ICM, NWC 2025 is being organized by Siddhartha Institute of Technology, SSIT Tumakuru. I sincerely appreciate the effort of the organizing committee in bringing together this important event scheduled for December 10 to 11, 2025. The conference provides an excellent platform for researchers and practitioners to exchange ideas, address emerging challenges, and explore innovative solutions in mobile networks and wireless communication technology. Events of this nature play a crucial role in promoting collaboration, shaping new perspectives, and advancing knowledge across engineering and scientific domains. I am confident that the deliberation and the contributions made during the conference will be insightful and impactful. My best wishes to the organizers and all participants for a productive and enriching experience. Wishing everyone a successful and inspiring ITMNWC 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kang. In fact, he was our, one of the keynote speakers in our previous conference, ICMWC 2024. Next, we have a video message from Professor Luciano Messia, full professor of electromagnetic fields, electrical and information engineering, Polytechnico di Bari. In fact, he should have been here today because of some, flight issue. He could not able to join us today. He has shared a video message. Can we have the video message, please?
Good morning. It's a my pleasure to extend my warm greetings to all of you attending the 5th International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communication, organized by the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering at the Sri Lanka Institute of Technology, Tumakuru, in association with the IEEE Bangalore section and held from 10 to 11 December 2025. It is truly inspiring to see such a diverse gathering of scientists, engineers, scholars, and professionals come together to share their works and perspectives. Unfortunately, due to the unexpected change in my flight schedule, I am unable to be with you in person today. While I regret missing the opportunity to engage directly with you, I remain very much connected to the spirit of this event and look forward to meeting you at all the earliest possible moment. Until then, I am grateful for the chance to address you even from a distance. Conferences like this play an essential role in shaping the evolution of the discipline, of our discipline. They provide a dynamic platform where leading experts, emerging researchers, and industry converge to embrace the breakthroughs, debate emerging challenges, and envision the next frontier in mobile networks and wireless communication. This exchange of ideas ranging academia, industry, and applied research from the backbone of technological progress. It is through such collective dialogue that we accelerate innovation and cultivate solutions to have real impact on the society. Mobile networks and wireless communication systems continue to stand at the heart of the electronics and electric engineering. Their capability to enable instantaneous global connectivity has transformed the way to live, work, and interact. From personal communication and smart device to industrial automation, intelligent infrastructure, and the expanding ecosystem of interconnected systems, these technologies underpin the digital fabric of our world. As we look ahead, their influence will only deepen, driving advancement in areas such as 5G and beyond, edge intelligence, secure communication, and large-scale IoT deployments. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation for the organizer for the dedication and hard work in bringing this important event to life. They therefore have created a space where curiosity, expertise, and innovation can thrive. To all participants, I wish you a greatly enriching, insightful, and intellectually stimulating conference experience. May the discussion you engage in years back, new ideas, the collaboration, and new possibility for the future of the world.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Meshia. That was for your wonderful wishes. That was from Italy.
Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge leads us to success. Or the words which are instilled into us by our beloved principal, a great orator, Dr. M.S. Ravi Prakashasan.
I now request our beloved principal, General Chair, ICMNWC 2025, Dr. M.S. Ravi Prakasha sir, to please address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. President of the function, our beloved Vice Chancellor, Dr. Lingegoda sir, all the other dignitaries in the dais from various walks of life, including IEEE Bangalore section, my dear colleagues, deans, HODs, and faculty members, staff members, most importantly, my dear students, and the participating members of the research community. This is indeed a great day for us. It's not a joke, as everybody felt earlier, to have the conferences every year, improving upon ourselves year on year, coming to the 5th edition of ICMNWC. And therefore, at the outset, I would be very happy to congratulate and compliment the organizers from the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, headed by Dr. Siddhartha and her colleagues. Congratulations to them. Give them a big hand. In fact, their interest is so high that we have not come to know when they really prepared themselves for this elegant show of strength in the inauguration, especially with such a good volume of proceedings being brought out. As a principal, I have not noticed when you really did it, where you could get the time and all that. So it's such a nice, excellent way of preparation for the international conference as the way it is supposed to be. That too with about 1,600 papers being invited and about 250 have been selected, which shows the quality that has been maintained by the various reviewers. Getting the reviewers nowadays is known to be a very tough job unless you have a good connectivity with the research community outside the world. It will not be easy, and that has become easy for them because of the 5th edition, year on year, getting connected better and better, not only with people inside the country, but also with people, as you could see, many from outside the country. And we were fortunate enough to have many of them amidst us in the last 2 to 3 years of editions. This year, as rightly said, because of the flight schedule problems and all that, although the 2 of them were supposed to be here, we could have them. But nevertheless, nothing has gone down with very good many stalwarts coming here for the keynote speech. Professor Srinivas from IIC, Dr. Chengappa from the IEEE section, from Hewlett Packard, Dr. K. Naveen Kumar is a very young person doing PhD recently and from Abu Dhabi, and Mr. Chandrasekhar BS from Accenture, and many others to join. I'm sure you will have many things to have, good food for thought for the next 2 days with all the 200 papers being presented in hybrid mode. I'm really very happy to say that the faculty of the Department of ETC and the students, in fact, many of the students and the ETC students as volunteers have joined hands in organizing this workshop, this international conference in such a nice way. I hope each one of you will understand the importance of the deliberations that go on and the opportunities that is in front of you to learn more and get excited and exposed to the various domains of the research work, which may kindle some interest in you and some motivation in you to go further. I wish the conference all the best, all the success due for it, and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational address.
Confidence and hard work are the best medicines to be successful. We have with us today a person so dedicated, smart working, and yet still tenacious at the same time, who always boosts confidence in us is our registrar, Sri Siddhartha Academy of Education, Dr. Ashok Mehta, sir.
I would now request Dr. Ashok Mehta, sir, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to one and all. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear student friends and other participants. It is my great pleasure to be a part of this event, as I've been witnessing the researchers who are eagerly awaiting to present their papers and also to participate in the interaction and the discussion that is going to come today and tomorrow. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, and also IEEE Chapter Bangalore for having organized this international conference. Because this type of event, maybe conference or workshop or seminars, maybe anything, will bring together academicians, both faculty as well as students, and industry leaders together, where they can exchange their ideas, their thoughts, and their work, and certainly, and you can improve overall. Going to participate in this type of conference or seminar, certainly they are going to be benefited. As all of us know very well, the technology is changing so fast, and the kind of developments that are taking place in this scenario, and it is not that much easy. We know very well the industry always look for the deployment of the manpower. That means the students, once they come out from the institution, must be ready for the deployment. But if you look at the skill set that is required to fulfill the requirements of the industry, and that gap is huge, and you cannot imagine. In fact, the people, those who are working in the industry, they are facing a lot of problems unless they update themselves from time to time. Very difficult to survive, because their life has become miserable because of this the changes that are taking place because of this artificial intelligence, and so many other technologies are coming up, and we don't know what kind of technology is available after let us say after 5 years or 10 years, because the skill set what we have today, maybe it may be irrelevant after some years. So it is very, very important for all the faculty, in fact faculty members, because to make the students to be competitive and acceptable to the industry, it is very, very important to update their knowledge and the level of information, because those things are very, very important. And I think this type of conference will provide all those required inputs, and I am expecting that. I think today and tomorrow, particularly students and other faculty members who are going to attend these sessions, don't miss these sessions and learn these things, because it's a wonderful platform where you can meet more and more new people, and you can discuss with other members wherever you are interested. All these things will certainly fetch you better opportunities in the days to come. So in that context, I'm not going to take much time. As all of us know, University SAHE, it has announced several incentive schemes to boost the research. We know very well if any of the faculty or student who are going to publish the paper in Q1 and all, okay, where they are going to get 20,000 rupees their incentive. So it is a wonderful opportunity for all the researchers. Okay, a research, maybe research article or publications in the journals or patents publication or any kind of bringing any project to the organization. All these things are very, very important, and you can think of, and I will not take much time. I wish the conference all the very best. Thank you, Anata.
Thank you very much, sir, for your good wishes towards our conference. And definitely, our students should have taken a note of updating themselves for whatever the technologies that is coming up in line with their future. If you want something you never had, you have to do something you have never done. A person who motivates us to do something different, take challenges, is our Vice Chancellor, Sri Siddhartha Academy of Education, Tumakuru, and anesthetist by profession, Dr. K.B. Lingegowda, sir.
I would now request Dr. K.B. Lingegowda, sir, to give the presidential address.
Greetings from Siddhartha Academy of Higher Education. Dear colleagues, respected dignitaries on the dais, ಭಾಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸೋಣ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, ಆದ್ರೂ ನನಗಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಇರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ people with such caliber, they have traveled all the way from different parts of the country to address you people. I don't know what you are going to achieve by seeing that mobile repeatedly and talking to your neighbors. In fact, I was talking with Naveen Kumar, whether he was our alumni. He said, no, sir, he did from IIT, Hyderabad. ಒಂದೇನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನಸು ಗುರಿ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Yesterday night, 3 a.m. I landed in Bangalore airport from Lucknow. 4 a.m. I reached. 7:30 I got up ready and attended a function and I reached here. That is because Honorable Chancellor has given us responsibility. ನಿಮಗಳು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಕುದೂರಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೆಲಮಂಗಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊತೀನಿ, ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. See, at this young age, he has already gone to Abu Dhabi and he has settled. From how many years you're there? 8 months. 8 months. How is the life in Abu Dhabi and Tumakuru? Yes.
There's a vast difference, but yeah.
See, you must see to believe, man. You must see to believe how the world is. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಯಾರು ದರ್ಶನ್ ಜೈಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದಂತೆ, ದರ್ಶನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಂತೆ. In what way it matters for you? No, I'm telling you, I'm just giving a small example. When an ordinary choice seller can rule this country for more than a decade, why not you people aim to become the chairman of ISRO, become the chief of IIT, IIM, visit some places. Chancellor is he's so much enthusiastic to help all of you, to send abroad, to send visit various places. I still remember your madam Savita Torvi, she called me 2-3 times, sir, please come for the inauguration. In fact, forget about Savita Torvi, your principal sent me a message, please join for breakfast. No, I'm just giving an option. It is left to you guys before they leave. Chengapnor ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, from how many years you're in Hewlett Packard, Chengapnor? 15 years. Oh my God. I still remember, because see, I have a medical background. Hewlett Packard now, 40 years back, I still remember that was existing. ಅವರು ಕೊಡಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಫಿ ತೋಟ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು he's there in the Hewlett Packard. Take his mobile, sir, I want to prepare. I'm sure at least if you go through all that abstracts in that books, somewhere it will prick you that I also should write some good abstract, and I won't. I still remember that lady who spoke from Spain. And when I was, that Korean guy was talking, I was thinking that I must visit Korea because I had not been to Korea. I had been to several countries, more than 35 countries. Madam, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗಣಪತಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಲೋತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವಿನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೇನ್ ಏಮ್. ಆಸ್ ಅವರ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಸೆಡ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಟು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಯು. 3 days ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸರ್, ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾಸನ್ ಹತ್ರದವರು ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗ ಮತ್ತು ಹುಡುಗಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 23 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ನವರು, ದೇ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಸ್. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಫಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್. We said definitely we'll see to it that we'll project. That kind of enthusiasm should be there. Before they leave, take their email IDs, take their mobile numbers. Sir, I want to do it. How many of you have met our Babu? Research ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮದು ಶ್ರೀಕಂಠ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ? ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ರಾಜು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ರಾಜು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಹವ್ ಮೆಟ್ ಶ್ರೀಕಂಠ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ? Srikant Swami, no, he almost in 3-4 days in a week, he travels all the way from Bangalore to this place. Please meet him. Sir, I want to prepare a project like this. I want to write a paper. ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Sir, I'll just take a minute. Yesterday, I had little extra time in Lucknow airport. I was just going through one video coverage from that one IAS officer who died few weeks back in the road traffic accident. ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಯಾರಾದರೂ? ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ, ಕೇಳಿರೋ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ. ಮಹಾಂತೇಶ್ ಬೀಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ? ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಮೈ ಜುಮ್ಮನ್ನತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 236 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕಾಗದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 30 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಟ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, when he was staying in the DC headquarters with his mother, when he was taking the food, every time he was remembering how he was brought up ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ನಿಮಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಈಚ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್, ವೆದರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ರವಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಅವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ ನನ್ನ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಮೀನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಅದೇ ಕಥಾನೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಊರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ವರೆಗೂ ಓದಿ ಎಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಗಾಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನೌ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಯು ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಅವರಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಬಂದುಬಿಡ್ತಾ ನಮ್ಮದು IEEE ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 4-5 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಂಗ್ರ್ಯಾಚುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟುಡೇ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ವೆದರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. Somewhere I am sure you will come out with some ideas. Thank you. I wish you all the best. Jai Siddhartha.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational words and good wishes. Difficult roads leads to a meaningful destination. This conference is a special event for all of us. The organizing team has put in a lot of efforts and passion for the success of the conference. The team's success is due to the inspiring leaders and the support of distinguished guests.
Gratitude is the most exquisite form of courtesy. Gratitude is the greatest and purest of all virtues. I request Dr. Puneet Kumar Dian, Associate Professor, Department of ET SSIT, to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, speakers, delegates, colleagues, and friends. It is my distinct privilege and honor to stand before you today to extend a sincere word of thanks on behalf of Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, Sri Siddhartha Institute of Technology, Tumakuru, organizing 5th IEEE International Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communications, ICMNWC 2025. This international conference focused on recent trends in wireless communication, signal processing, etc., has been a truly enriching experience, and its success is a testament to the collective spirit and collaboration of so many. First and foremost, our guest of honors, Dr. T. Srinivas, Professor IISc Bangalore, all the way he came from Bangalore. So I thank you, sir. Dr. Chengappa Emma, Vice Chair, IEEE Bangalore Section, Hewlett Packard, Bangalore. Thank you, sir, for your presence. Dr. K. Naveen Kumar, Ahmadain bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, Abu Dhabi, UAE. All the way he came from Abu Dhabi. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Chandrasekhar B.S., Senior Engineering Manager, Accenture, Bangalore. Thank you. Thank you for your presence. Dr. Saptarshi Chowdhury, Head RAN at Crisis Corporation, Bangalore. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presence. Once again, I thank all the guests of honors for gracing this occasion with their presence and for their inspiring words that set a powerful tone for our discussions. Thank you, one and all. To our international speakers, Dr. Rosia Prazedo, University of Jaén, Spain, and Professor Fernando Moreira, Remit University, Portugal, Porto, and Daiki Kang, Dango University, South Korea, Professor Messia from Italy. So thank you for sharing your profound knowledge, and wishing this conference to be a grand success. Thank you very much for that. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our partners, IEEE Bangalore section. Your unwavering support and true made this ambitious gathering possible. Thank you very much. I would like to thank Dr. G. Parameshwara, Secretary, Sri Siddhartha Education Society, and Chancellor, Sri Siddhartha Academy of Higher Education, Honorable Home Minister, Government of Karnataka, for his, in his absence here, for his support to conduct such conferences. Next, I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Sri Siddhartha Academy of Higher Education, Dr. K.B. Lingagoda, for presiding over this function. I thank you very much. I also thank our Registrar, Dr. Ashok Mehta, Sri Siddhartha Academy of Higher Education, for gracing this occasion. I would like to thank our Principal, General Chair, ICMNWC 2025, Dr. M.S. Ravi Prakasha, who is the backbone for this function. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion. I also thank the organizing chair, ICMNWC 2025, Dr. Savita D. Torvi, Professor Head and Head, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, for taking all the initiative for organizing this conference in a perfect manner. I also thank faculty, staff, and volunteers for your tireless dedication and countless hours of effort, planning, and execution. Thank you very much. To our delegates and participants, both from India and overseas, your active engagement and enthusiasm made this conference vibrant and productive. Thank you. Thank you very much. We also thank deans, HODs of various departments, faculty, staff, so etc. for your presence. Thank you very much. We also thank the press and media for their extensive coverage, helping for us disseminate their important discussions to a wider audience. Thank you. Thank you very much. As we conclude, let us carry forward the ideas exchanged and the connections forged. We look forward to continued collaboration and hopes to welcome you all to future endeavors. Last but not the least, I thank Dr. Arish Kayan and Dr. Sumanayal for mastering this session. Once again, thank you all for making this 5th International IEEE Conference on Mobile Networks and Wireless Communication, ICMNWC 2025, a grand success. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Puneet Kumar. Dear participants, we are signing off for now. With this reminder that we will meet back once again during our 6th series of IEEE ICMNWC 2026. During 2nd week of December 2026, may I now request everyone to rise for the national anthem. Thank you.
जनगणमन
अधिनायक भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you very much. Now we have a keynote session.
there are a lot of literature references which show that it can be done in a very fraction of a time using quantum techniques. So what do they use at this point? This is called the quantum supremacy. I'll take one illustration to highlight that. See, at basic level, most of the phenomena that we see around are all quantum in nature. For example, the light you see, the colors of these objects, these are all quantum properties. They are not classical properties. Average is a classical property, you can say. So you take a phenomena which is representing the quantum and then solve that. Then you are solving the quantum computing. Then you are doing the quantum computing. For example, if you solve a Schrodinger equation, you are essentially solving a quantum problem. Still simpler example if you want, in optics, we do image processing. In the electronics also we do a lot of image processing. What do? You have to do a Fourier transform of the object given onto an image plane. How do you do that? You have scanning the image, put it in a computer files, a lot of hardware is there, an algorithm to execute, and finally you get a Fourier transform for image processing. But in optics, what we do is you take the object, put it in front of a lens, thin lens, and then illuminate it. On the other side of the focal plane of the lens, you get the Fourier transform of the object. All points on the object parallelly transformed onto the image plane. So this is a different approach compared to what we have been doing in electronics. Similarly, quantum supremacy makes use of quantum phenomena to say that this particular solution belongs to this problem. If you do it in a classical way, it is enormous computation. So that's how people say that quantum computing is very fast and very efficient. That is also that you can also relate it to the quantum nature of the objects that we talked about in the beginning. The random nature of the objects will not allow you to copy. Suppose a photon is there, state is there, we cannot say what its state is because it is defined by a probability. You cannot make a copy of the quantum state. So that is an important reason why there is quantum computing is important. So Feynman is one of the first persons to declare that we can use quantum phenomena for computing. This is a broad timeline of what is happening in quantum information technology, starting with the Feynman's. I will highlight one or two important milestones. You can say that a lot of algorithms have been developed. For example, Shor's algorithm to factorize large numbers. That's a very important problem in mathematics. If you want to factorize a very large number, it will take enormous amount of time. Opposite is very easy. If you are given two numbers, you can easily multiply and then get the number. If you are given a big number, it's almost very difficult to factorize. Similarly, big data problems like go over search is an important algorithm which says you can search very, very efficiently. Then let us jump to 2016. China has launched the Mesius 1 satellite. They have transmitted quantum information or quantum key information from China to Austria in a very short time using over a distance of 1,200 kilometers. That's where most of the hype has started, you can say, all over the world. Even though quantum technology or quantum information, quantum computing has been there for a very long time, since 30 years or more than that, 2016 gave about 100 years, about 10 years back, to give a big impetus, and all over the world, a lot of quantum computing, this thing has started. Of course, there is also the role of big players like IBM, Google, HP, and all these people have jumped into the quantum bandwagon, and so everyone is talking about quantum computing now. So there are a lot of recent developments. If you Google or look at the internet, almost every week, someone or the other is proposing or demonstrating some big quantum computer. So to say. So maybe I would like to, as I mentioned in the beginning, most of them are based on some very large systems like superconducting qubits. They will require a lot of cooling. See, superconducting qubits work at very low temperature, so you require a lot of cooling. Much of the area, space is given for control and cooling up only. Actual chip may be very small, but actual circuit. So just very quick reflection of what is meant by a qubit. In classical, we use bits, zeros and ones. represented by currents or voltages. 0 volt is 0 bit, 1 volt is 1 bit. Well measured across a circuit, you can easily measure whatever way you want. Whereas qubit is represented by quantum objects by their properties we mentioned earlier. That means it is a probabilistic description, and so you should talk about the averages. The ket notation represents the averages. 0 ket is average of the PDF. Similarly, 1 ket is the average of the PDF description. The actual state of the object is not exactly known. It can be represented as a linear combination of 0 ket and 1 ket. That's what is this notation. That is the starting point in many of the quantum applications that are going on now. All the training programs, etc., they will start at this superposition. You can represent the quantum state of an object by a superposition of some fundamental basis states. You can also, of course, one important description that I should highlight here is these coefficients alpha and beta can be complex numbers. How complex numbers are coming into the picture? Due to the solution of that phenomena. Schrodinger's equation will throw out a complex. You see, in fact, we are all familiar in classical also. Wave phenomena you represent by amplitude and phase. Similarly, the wave function is also represented by an amplitude and a phase, and so these A and B can become complex numbers. And actually, right now at this point, we are saying psi is a wave function only. Square of this is the actual probability distribution. Alpha is the probability of getting 0, and beta is the probability of getting 1. You can also put it in polar coordinates. You can also represent it geometrically by using this what is called Bloch sphere. So our main interest is the basis functions. The 0 ket and 1 ket can be taken as the basis to represent the qubit states. You can also put it in the matrix form. 0 1 can be 0 qubit state, 1 0 can be 1 ket. We'll use that from now on. So when we want to use this in applications, you require a lot of qubits. So you can have combinations. That means you should have 2 or more systems, 2 or more photons to represent higher order qubits. So 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1 are the 2 qubit systems, and correspondingly you have the joint probability distribution. If you have 2 photons, you have a joint probability distribution, and so joint kets, 0 0 ket, 1 0 0 1 ket, etc. And similarly, you can represent them using matrices, column vectors. 0 0 1 is one basis vector, 0 0 1 0, 0 1 0 0 and 1 0 0 0. This can be, there can be many possibilities, combinations. Okay. For example, for photons, I can say horizontal polarization or vertical polarization are the basis. You can also say plus 45 degrees and minus 45 degrees as the basis. So you have 4 bases for 2 qubit system. You have 0 0 ket, 1 0 1 ket, 1 0 ket and 1 1 ket. 4 basis vectors, and all these alpha 0, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 are the coefficients which can be complex once again. And it's very difficult to represent pictorially for more number of dimensions. So you can build a lot of systems based on this starting point of this representation of these qubits. For example, polygates or single qubit gates, 1 qubit input and another qubit output. Like in like in electronics, we have gates, NOR gate or NOT gate, and so on and so forth. You can build bigger gates. For example, poly X gate. You can easily say if the input X and output is Y, you can say that this is performing a NOT operation. Similarly, there's a strange things happening when the coefficients are imaginary. As I said earlier, the coefficients can become imaginary. So this cannot be represented on the physical space. Another strange example I'll give you is the Hadamard gate. So input is a 0 or 1 qubit, and output is a linear combination of this. Optics people can easily recognize that we are doing some rotation. So 0 qubit can be rotated onto 45 degrees, and 1 also similarly. So lots of combinations are possible which are not existing in classical or digital logic. So there are a lot of representations. We should get faster. C0 gate has 1 control qubit state, and T is the signal state, and a linear combination of, not linear combination, the NOT operation comes out based on the control bit. So you can represent by this matrix. For example, you can look at first top 4 elements and last 4 elements. 1001 is an identity. So that means when control bit C is 0, then it's a pass-through state, T is output. Whereas when C is 0110, it's a NOT operation. So the T can control, the C can control what is happening with the T. Similarly, this is a double CNOT gate where you have two control ports and you can build an 8x8 matrix and then work out all the operations. So there are a lot of classical analogs already in the quantum world, but not the opposite. Divencenzo criteria puts forth what are requirements. Now, each point is well thought about and then worked out mathematically also before they have formulated this. Of course, this is like a demands on the system. We want to have a scalable physical system. Not only a few qubits, we should be able to expand into many number of qubits. Typically about 100 qubits or 1000 qubits. See, you just see earlier when we put systems, I have said for a 2-qubit system, you have 4 bases. That means 4-dimensional space. That means the scaling is exponential. If you have a n-bit computer, classical computer, it is equivalent to n qubit quantum computer. It is equivalent to 2 power n bit classical computer. Approximately, there are a lot of good theories to estimate quantum information theory, what is called quantum information theory. In fact, that is one of the seminal papers, IEEE Transactions on Information Theory 1996. Peter Shor's paper on quantum information theory is one of the very good. After your basic introduction sort of thing, you should get into that mode of IEEE papers. So let me one more highlight. I'll highlight a few more dimensions of criteria. We should be able to initialize the states of the qubits. Qubit state is not known. How do you initialize is an important question. But we know classical devices like polarizers or some circuits, they can do some transformations. You can send these polarizers through these qubit states through the polarizers, and you can say this is the starting point. So that's what is meant by initialization of the states of the qubit. There is an important problem called decoherence. The qubit states will not remain at the same point for a long time. So they will decay, or what you call they will decohere. So we should do all the operations, we should design such that decoherence will not play an important role. Within that short periods of time, we should be able to do the operations. So lot more such things like flying qubits are needed if you want to. We have to measure we have to understand the properties of flying qubits if you want to move the qubits from one point to the other, like in communications. So quantum computers typically are designed using a layered approach. Like in the internet, we know 7-layer OSI model. Similarly, people have divided the operations or design procedures into several layers. That's what is the message from this slide. Because I'll have to go quickly, I want to spend some time on some implementation issues and technology. So quantum communication will require qubits, sources of qubits, high-speed photodetectors. Then you have to study the channel properties. For example, channel can be a free space. Most common one, easy one. The existing fiber optic backbone network can also be used for quantum communication, but you have to separately study what are the properties. We cannot say exactly they are same as the classical channel properties. And of course, a lot of interesting things are there in the quantum world. For example, I would like one point I would like to highlight. Astrophysically, gravitational waves are supposed to connect all the whole universe. Suppose if there are two pulsars or black holes, how are they communicating? How do they know? Each of them they know that they have to be linked by gravity. It's an important question. A lot of developments are there in gravitational physics, like quantum gravity and gravitational quantum waves and so on. Those are very interesting topics for those who are interested. Entanglement is an important requirement or necessity sometimes, or possibility that the objects are correlated. Most of the classical world, objects are independent. Very difficult to physically, I mean. So it is possible to generate photons which have correlated properties. That's what is called entanglement. That means if you know the outcome of the first event, you can predict the outcome of the second event, like this. You can imagine that these two coins are connected by some thin thin wire, so that if the first one is head, second one also can be head. It is possible to create or generate photons, entangled photons. So that's very useful. Even if they are separated in space, they retain their properties within certain decoherence times. So you can also work out all the mathematics of all these combination of these entangled photons. So cryptography is an important application of first one of the earliest or quick application, very much in demand also. Many people, including the defense, they ask us to create encrypted information using quantum. We can show that quantum properties can provide us very secure communications. So I'll just demonstrate using one protocol. So in quantum parlance, people use Alice and Bob as the transmitter and receiver, and Eve as the interpreter in between, and work out a lot of things. We'll work out one of the earliest protocols is called the BB84 protocol. Bennett and Bessard, these are the two scientists who have first announced this protocol, and a lot of developments are there now. It's very easy to understand the BB84 protocol, so I will put that. And in the meanwhile, I will also highlight this higher dimensional key distributions. That means instead of using only 0 qubit state and 1 qubit state, it is possible to use intermediate states like photon polarization. For example, you can have 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees as a different qubit states. You can design higher dimensional quantum operations. That is one of the research area that we have been doing in our lab. I'll show you one paper later on towards the end. So I'll just highlight, just a few minutes I'll spend on this QKD application using for BB84 protocol using photons. So this bulb is representing the source of qubits, and at the other end Bob has got a detector, and here the Alice has got two possibilities, two alternatives, horizontal and vertical to represent qubits, horizontal and vertical polarization, or minus 45 degrees and 45 degrees. The crux of the problem in this BB84 protocol is the Alice and Bob use randomly these basis states. You can say 0 horizontal vertical as a one possible basis state, minus 45 plus 45 another basis state, and they will use it randomly. Similarly, the Bob also, independent of Alice, will choose horizontal or vertical or minus 45 degrees plus 45 degrees as the receiving basis, independent of Alice. So we need to, and at the end or in the beginning, they will form a table, lookup table, so that this is only to form the lookup table. Once the actual data comes, they will check up from the lookup table and say this is what is transmitted. Okay. So we had to work out this lookup table. It's very easy to work out. This is the bit sequence, possible bit sequence, all the combinations we had to work out. So just as an example, I have put it here. One is the input bit and photon sequence by using the second basis plus 45 degrees, and then the Bob has used the plus minus horizontal vertical basis as the receiving system, and he gets a 0 state, and which is not a valid combination. See, he is getting a wrong qubit. Similarly, you work out for the next one. So one is the input, and then vertical polarization is used, and Bob also has used vertical polarization, and it is a correct combination. Similarly, work out all the 8 or 16 combinations and make a lookup table. So the most important summary or the outcome of this is they will find 25 or 50% of the elements cannot be used combinations. In this BB84 protocol, the only 50% of the table elements are usable. That highlights or that distinguishes the BB84 protocol from other protocols. So if someone interprets in between, like Eve comes and says she will get 4 machines, 2 for transmission, 2 for reception, and she does exactly the same what Alice and Bob are doing without their knowledge. When Alice and Bob compare, what happens? Only 25% of the elements will match. That means it is immediately known that there is a compromise. So that is the security built into the BB84 protocol. Similarly, you can work out for other protocols. There are many new protocols like E92 and so on and so forth. So these are some pictures on the Mises 1 satellite. Then there's an idea of what is called this quantum internet. If you want to transmit see earlier we have talked about point to point. So if you want to transmit quantum information among many users, say from A to B and C, then what happens is an important question, because we cannot copy. In broadcast networks, what we do, you broadcast over the entire network, and the receiver will choose whether that information is for you or not. It is not possible here. You cannot send from A to B and A to C at the same time, because only, see, we don't know the exact state. So what we can say is there is a probability that B gets or C gets. That means you can say over the internet, you can say that probability is redistributed across. Actual qubit state is somewhat unknown, and it is only at some point in the internet. It is not divided like power division. Okay, so you have to work out all the protocols or mechanisms based on such probability redistribution. Still in a very nascent state. It's a very hot subject, particularly for researchers. So let me quickly spend a few minutes on photonics, and then we can close. As you know, photonics can be considered as analogous to electronics. I said all the devices that we see around are all electronic devices, like laptops, cell phones, all use electronics, and you have your VLSI, well developed, reasonably, you can say. Hardware is somewhat getting saturated also. You cannot go more and more finer lithography wise. What do they say? The VLSI people will say the next step after photonics or after this VLSI is called the silicon photonics. You can use optical interconnects to connect between the chips. So that is the emerging area in the photonics. So already we know that we have the fiber optics, all the coaxial cables, all the wireless links, etc. Lot of them we have replaced by fiber optics, and you are getting very broadband. 10 Gbps or 100 Gbps is also possible now across different users. This was not possible without fiber optics. So that is the power of photonics. Since the invention of a laser in 1960, so a lot of developments have taken place. Industrial applications, biomedical applications, and the fiber optics. These are all the good examples of photonics that can play a role. Of course, we already are aware about the illumination and other engineering, which is old optical engineering, you can call it. But in the recent times, there are a lot of developments which can provide a lot of sensors. For example, sensor technology is a very good user of photonics. So optical techniques are very, very sensitive compared to electronic techniques also. Similarly, optical computing, you can do a lot of computing using light waves. And now the future of quantum, you can say, relies on photonics. But there is a lot of challenges. We have to develop technologies corresponding to that. So there are a lot of developments that academically, almost all over the country, there are optical photonics programs. Most of the universities and IITs, they have got research on photonics. There are some universities where there is a MTech programs in photonics. For example, IIT Madras has got an MTech in photonics. QSAT has got a department of photonics. Research, of course, in many places it is there. And then government initiatives are there. There is a national program on photonics in India. European Union, 2012, they have started. So on. Those are all the examples. And many companies also are there. See, we cannot exactly compare with the software influx into India. See, India is a lot dependent on modern technology, like including the software and all this. Now the AI. So we cannot compare even the technological development of photonics with what happened in VLSI. But there are a lot of things in store to come. Of course, in fact, much of the slides that I wanted to show here are integrated photonics. So you can make a lot of these things on the chip. That's what actually my original intention to show all of you. But I think I have given enough recent current developments in quantum. So I'll try to reduce this because we have less time, only a few more minutes. I'll go towards the end. So all these slides are on integrated photonics. The summary of this slide is silicon is the workbench for electronics, which is not suitable for photonics. We need active materials like 3,5, indium phosphide and so on are needed for optoelectronics and photonics. That is the message in this. Then a few devices like generation and manipulation of photons can be done using on the chip. Just a few devices I'll read out. You have a Bragg reflectors. Fiber Bragg gratings are very common in sensor applications nowadays. All over structural health monitoring, civil engineering, and aircraft engineering, bridges and so on, they now embed fiber gratings to measure. And ring resonators are very compact devices which can provide resonance. You can generate single photons and so on using that. So these we'll skip for the time being. I mean, all these slides you can use, and a lot of references I have put below. I will try to reduce the description and spend 1 or 2 minutes on the work that we have been doing in our lab. Only 1 or 2 slides, very elementary form. In our lab, we are interested in quantum cryptography, and right now, until now, much of it is analytical in nature. But recently, we have done a little bit of experiments on building photonic devices on silicon, which can operate at quantum domains. Then a few algorithms we have translated into existing quantum algorithms, we are translating into optical domain. So as I mentioned earlier, higher dimension operations in qubits, we have done a few work. And other important applications that we have been doing is to use the optical waveguides. There are a lot of modes on the optical waveguides. Like in optical fibers, we have TE modes, TM modes, HE modes, and so on. Instead of using the polarization, we can use the mode properties to represent the qubit states. That is one of the recent works that we have been doing. We are also interested in using orbital angular momentum of the photon, which can be very good qubit state. So this is a typical case that we have studied. This is called a Y branch. Classically, if you launch power into this, it can be divided across the 2 output ports. But if you launch a single photon into this, what happens is an important question. You have to solve the wave equation coupled with the Schrodinger equation. That is an important challenge there. See, in fact, classically also this Y branch is a very challenging problem because the width of the waveguide is changing from W to 2W as light propagates. And also coupling between the 2 arms is also not uniform. So it's a challenging mathematical problem. And of course, we can fabricate this in IISc. We have the Center for Nanoscience and Engineering where we can fabricate this on silicon. So we are trying to represent the modes. TE0 and TE1 mode I have represented, used to represent the qubit states. TE0 as the 0 ket and TE1 as 1 ket. And I hope some of you may know that all the properties are different. Mode shape is different, propagation constant is different, and so on. So how to handle it? It's not symmetric like in horizontal and vertical polarization. So a very interesting problem. And we found that this will do 0 ket plus 1 ket and 0 ket minus 1 ket. In the beginning, one slide I have shown, this is a Hadamard operation, quantum Hadamard operation. A simple Y branch can do quantum Hadamard operation. So we have also worked out BB84 protocol, what is efficiency on the chip, and so on and so forth, and also higher dimensions. Instead of using only 0 ket and 1 ket, D1, D2, D3, D4 are the 4 states, and you can work out what is the efficiency of this. So another faculty in our department is working on photon sources. You can create single photons using ring resonators and all these waveguides and so on. So these are our group. Of course, many of them have completed. Not all of them quantum, but most of it, almost everyone photonics, you can say. A few I have highlighted. One of our recent thesis on algorithms with photonic ICs, and all his papers are there for those who are interested to go deeper. Then Aksa has worked on random number generation, quantum information processing, cryptography, and many decoy states and so on. So Bhavani has tried to combine machine learning with photonics. That's one of the interesting pieces that we had. Like for example, Google PageRank can be evaluated using optical directional coupler switches and so on. That's all for now. Thank you very much for listening. If you have questions, we can go deeper into any particular topic. Thank you. it's related to quantum, you need to get into IEEE Photonics Society. Of course, ComSoc, depending on your application, you can combine with photonics, ComSoc, photonics with computer science or computational intelligence or nanotechnology and so on. So those who are interested, please join IEEE Photonics Society.
Yeah, definitely, the authors and the students, many of the IEEE scholars are there. IEEE members are here, student members. Maybe they might join
Yeah.
that.
We have a national group, interest group on quantum. I suppose some of you know already, you are already there in that. There is a national quantum initiative, a lot of money is pumped into that. And there's a group. And we also have a national group on photonics called Prakash Bharati. All the photonics professionals are there in this, including members from IEEE, SPIE, Optica. These are all the societies of photonics and Optical Society of India. So you can be a part of that. There are a lot of interesting programs. In Bangalore section also, we have a photonics internship program for students and all that. So if you can start a student branch in your college on photonics. I have been talking to their branch council and others. So for those who are interested, we can support. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, thank you for your wonderful session. Now we have the second keynote session delivering by Dr. K. Naveen Kumar, Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, Abu Dhabi, UAE. I now request Dr. Naveen Kumar to please take over the session.
I want to have
Students, there are a lot many opportunities to learn.
For some time, we listen to him, and then we'll go.
Use of it.
Some 10-15 minutes, we listen. Oh, that's fine.
There are 6 different tracks are going on from 2 p.m. onwards. Do visit those sessions and get the maximum learning out of it. Thank you very much. We have different student societies under our IEEE student branch, student chapter SSIT, Communication Society, Sensor Society, CA, Circuits and Sensor Society. A lot more societies are there under different branches. You can get the information from the student chair, IEEE student chapter SSIT. There are so many opportunities that you can make use of these societies, technically also. So I request all of you who are really interested to excel in technical part of it. The session will be from Dr. K. Naveen Kumar on the topic trustworthy AI, privacy and security through federated learning. I request Dr. Naveen Kumar K to please take over the session.
Yeah. Again, I welcome you all. Almost 12:40. Everyone must be hungry, isn't it? So after such interesting talk by Professor from Bangalore, let's get into something AI related because AI is into everything now. So you have some background on AI. You guys did some machine learning before. By the way, this talk would be entirely interactive. There won't be any, something I will be presenting and just you sit and relax and enjoy. This is not a movie. Okay. So I request everyone to come forward if possible, or else it's okay if you are there and responding. Okay. So yeah, anyone has ML background before, so that I'll talk accordingly. Did you take ML machine learning courses? Students have that course. Yes? Yeah, okay, great. No problem. I'll take it very slowly based on your knowledge, so that it won't be going on top of your head, something it's not belonging to you or something. Okay, let's make it very interactive. So the topic is trustworthy agentic AI, privacy and security through federated learning. Don't get afraid or frightened by the title. It will be very smooth. Okay, so the first question. Or is remote? Can I put it here? No, cable is on the. Oh, what else? No worries. Ah. Great. Sorry for that technical glitch. Okay, so why do you think AI ML is required, or AI is required in today's world? Feel free to answer. There is no right or wrong answers. The more you answer, the more you come to know. Anyone, please. Why do you think AI is required in today's world? Please try to answer, so that it will be interesting, not boring, because everyone are hungry, I know. No, please sit and you can talk. Yeah. Great. To make our work easy, automate, right? Everyone use ChatGPT here to do your assignments. What makes your ChatGPT? What make how ChatGPT is affecting your life before ChatGPT and after ChatGPT? It's being easy in what ways? Collecting info. Basically, it is reducing your time to do all the other labor work, and it is giving you everything. It is saving your time, so that you go and go and run your Instagram, right? Save time to do something else which is not productive. Okay, AI is doing all your work in today's world, isn't it? Feel free to respond. The more you respond, the more you will able to enjoy the session. Okay, so now you might have all the answers in your mind, but it's not coming out now. It will come out. I planned some fun learning exercise for you, so that you will appreciate the need for AI, because any topic, any research topic that you will learn, first you need to understand why it is required. Before that, without that, it's very hard to understand. Okay, so we will understand this question. We will revisit this question again, why AIML is required. Okay, keep track of what we are doing, so that it becomes like a story or a movie. So there will be suspenses and everything, so you'll enjoy. Okay, so I think there's no need for this. So I planned some exercises of 4 levels. It's like a game: level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Okay, so the first exercise is this. Can you solve this system? This is a simple system, or you can call it as or a system takes in 2 inputs and gives an output. What is 2 times 3? Easy, come on guys. 2 times 3 is easy, right? You can speak up. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 7 is 28. 5 times 6 is yeah. Rest you can solve easily. Now, if I ask you to write an algorithm for this, algorithm or coding? Anyone do coding here? Python, simple Python, no? Or simple coding? This is what? Multiplication program.
So how do you write what would be the logic behind it? You take two inputs, you multiply them, and you output it. Everyone with me? Great. So this is called pseudocode or algorithm. So I'm from computer science, I call it pseudocode. You can talk it as logic behind it. Okay. So you start the program, you take input integer, that's an integer. Okay. Then you multiply. It's pretty easy. Everyone with me? Okay, great. Now can you solve this? What would be 5 if I give a system again? If an input is 5, input is 6, what would be the output? Huh? No. Anytime you did some number puzzles, right? Fun number puzzles on newspapers or somewhere. If I give a system, if of input 2 and input 3, I'm getting 15. If I give a system, the same system with the input 4 and 7, I'm getting somehow 119. I don't know the logic. Now you have to find out the logic and tell me the answer for the third one. What would be? Sorry? 2.5. We'll take 3 answers and based on that. 2.5 is one answer. Any other? Yes. I think it's number puzzle, easy. It's not at all related to computer science or anything. It's just 10th math or even something. Anyone? 156 and another answer? 127. So we have 3 answers. 2.5, 156 and 127. Okay. Now I want to ask the 156 person how 126. What is the logic? Sorry? Where is 30? I am giving only input 2 and input 3. You have to get the, okay, you are talking about the third one. First explain the first one. How did you get 15? Where is 6? You should tell that. You only have 2 and 3 in your hand. Now tell me, okay, 2 times 3 is 6. Next. 6 into 2, correct, 12, then plus 3, okay. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 times 4 is, you can use your calculator, guys, come on. I am not asking you to become supercomputer or something. So 7 times 4 is 28. 28 times 4 is 112 plus 7, 119. Same logic. 5 times 6, 30. 35 is a, come on guys, 3 5 is a 15. 15, 0, so 0. Come on, 150, right? So 150 plus 6 because of 156. So I don't know others who got 2.5 and other answers. I don't know how they got. So 156 is the right answer. What would be the next one? You already know the logic. 400. Anyone else? It's simple. You already know the logic. You just used 400. Okay. So there is 400 is the right answer, but I made a mistake. So keep a track of this, that there is some mistake happened and you guys corrected it. What is the error here? How much is the error? 5. Okay, great. So I corrected that error, let's say. And as I said, keep a track of everything that we do. Everything has a logic. Everything is planned, okay? So the suspense reveals later. So answer other things are correct and you'll get. Now, what would be the next thing? How can you write the logic for this? What would be the logic? You remember the logic for the first exercise? You take 2 inputs, you multiply and you get the output. That is first exercise logic. What would be the logic here? The same thing you said. A into B, B. A into B into A plus B. Agreed? So starting input integers, calculate the product. It is very, loose way of writing. You can optimize it as well. So calculating the product A into B and storing in some other variable and then again using that multiplying it. It's the same thing what you said. I just written in the in words. Okay. Everyone with me? 2 exercises done. Now let's move to the third one. It's like level 3 of the game. It would be hard. Okay. Now what would be the fourth output? Use your calculators, don't use your chat GPT, because that won't give you the answer, because I designed it. So I also tried chat GPT can give me the answer, it gives me in points. So don't use that, use your natural mind. And yes sir. 2 square plus 3 square is 4 plus 9, 13 plus 2 into 3, 6. The same logic if we apply second second input and output. 4 square plus 7 square, guys, calculator. At least you can do something. Yeah, 4 square plus 7 square, 60. And 4 times 7, 28 plus whatever, 60. 93. So sir, the answer is not matching. So there is some other logic here. So whatever logic you come up with, it should apply for all the thing, right? And by the way, there are no more errors. All the answers are correct. Error is done only one time, human error. Come on, guys. SSIT. Easy, easy. It's not at all related to your subject, not CSIT. Which department are you? ETE. Nothing related. 10th class maths, or even that. Not even that. Yes. You want some hint? I can give you some hint. Okay. The next answer is dependent on previous answer. Now you have to find out how it is dependent. I just said dependent. Actually, sir's answer is halfway correct because it answered first one, right? So it is not applying second one. So something else is there for the second one. I again gave you the hint also. It is dependent on the previous output. Come on, come on, come on. Who are fourth year in here? Anyone fourth year? Final year? Next we will be doing aptitude and sitting for placement. These are aptitude questions. There's some logic behind and something like that. Okay. Okay, fine. Anyone has the answer or shall I proceed? Proceed, sir. Why do waste time anyway? It's lunch time. Why are you putting effort on our brains? Okay. Whatever sir said is correct, but as I said, it is dependent on previous answer. You have to subtract all the previous answers. How much did we get before? 90? 93 minus 19. Again, calculator. 93 minus 19. 93. 74, correct? Now what would be the 5 square plus 6 square? Come on, calculator. Sir, at least calculator also we have to type, sir. I don't know. It's very hard now. 5 square plus 6 square? 5 into 6. 30 plus whatever you got before. Sorry? 90? Minus 74. Minus 74. Something you are doing wrong. Minus 19 also you have to do, by the way. Minus 2. Everyone got it? No, sir, you don't know. Everyone are saying, okay, we are also saying it. Great. Then at least now I reveal the answer. What would be 7 and 8 output? Sorry? 78. Okay, we have one answer, 78. 130. Oh, see. I also revealed the, after revealing the logic also, I'm getting multiple answers. Then see the calculation. Simple calculation, I already revealed it. Okay, let's go step by step. What is 7 square? 7 into 7. 7 1 is 7, 7 2 is 14. 49. What is 8 square? I should again 1 1. Whoever said 78 is the right answer, by the way. Sir, no, sir, it's very difficult and all. Okay. So the other answers also you can get it. Okay. So now if you write the logic, it looks something like this. Because there is a memory involved here. We have to store all the previous outputs. Okay. So you have to store it in some array again in computer science. We store it like a memory. You can call it as memory. Again, you take two integers, calculate the product and store in C and calculate the sum of a square plus b square and then add it to D and subtract whatever you get from all the previous outputs. That's what E minus summation. Summation symbol. Okay. Okay. Final showdown. This is the final exercise, no more exercise. Here you don't need to give point wise answers, just estimate based on the previous answers what would be the final answer, fourth one answer. Give me in the range, like first answer would be 7 to 8, second would be 9 to 10, third would be 12 to 13. Similarly, what would be the fourth answer, fourth one? Just see the numbers, how they are changing. Yes? Any random numbers, we'll take 3 answers and then we'll proceed. Observation skills, come on. Yes? Say some answer. No need to be right or wrong this time. Nani, tell me in the range 16 to 17. No. You are getting what I'm saying. Just tell me the range. 16 to 17 is the answer, in between whatever the points will be. Yes? 16 to 17 or 15 to 16? Yes? 15 to 16. Okay, we have one answer. I don't expect more answers. I think you'll give it. So 15 to 16 is the right answer. Next. The more answers I reveal, the more accurate you should be. What would be the next? Come on. 18 to 19. Okay, 17 to 18. Some error. Next. Come on. Yes? 17 to 18, great. It's 19 to 20. Next. 20 to 21, great. Very close. Last. 24 to 25. Okay. 25 to 26. Great. You are getting there. Now, if I ask you to write logic for this, can you give me the logic? Is it possible, first of all? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Whatever your instinct says, I'm not marking you or I'm not giving any grade here. Yes or no? No? Yes? How many things yes? There is a logic here that we can apply, just like the previous exercises, 2 into 3, 4 into, just like we can do some 0.8. Can we do that here? Answer is no. Here's the reason. You are actually predicting the temperatures here, which is actual real data. So the pattern involved in here is which we cannot come up with some logic. Our brain automatically tries to understand the pattern and give us the give us some intuition. Okay, so I gave you humidity, wind speed, wind bearing and visibility. You are predicting the temperature. Okay, now coming back to where we started answering the question of why AI is required, right? So then we started with all these exercises and all. So relatively, what is the difficulty of first exercise? Easy, medium or hard? Easy, right? Second, and it is a rule-based program. Multiplication you learned in third standard or second standard or first standard. Okay, rule-based program. What is the difference between first exercise and second exercise? Observation. You really want to sit for placements, or you have some family property, some, you don't want to get any job. What is the difference between first exercise and second exercise? What would have happened if I did not give 59, 119 outputs? In interview round, there is a group discussion also, right? You also know that. There you have to speak, you go and sit and have coffee and come back and nobody going to select you, right? You have to speak in front of panel and everyone. Okay. Sorry? Pattern comes later, sir. What is the first difference that you noticed when I displayed the second exercise, which is different from the... This is the first exercise I displayed. Okay. Now this is the second exercise I displayed. What is the difference? Exactly. Amma, thank you. I gave some answers here already, which is not given in the first exercise. Why do you think I gave it? Sorry? You get the logic? Come on, students. Your answers are here. You're just murmuring so that everyone in the crowd will listen it. If I would have not given the 115 and 199, it would be same as exercise 1. Again, you will say 2 times 3 is 6. Now that I gave you 15 and 119, you started thinking that there is some other logic involved here, and then you started solving, and one student gave the answer. Okay. Okay. Then what we did is we tried to predict the other answers. This is given for your understanding, and you predicted the other answers. And what else we did here? There is some extra activity happened here. Mistake happened and I corrected it, right? And the level is somewhat difficult and rule based. Actually, this is what you have to give, but anyway, you are not answering. I'm displaying all the. Okay, so there is some corrected and error, and you corrected it. Okay. Now, what is the difference between this? I have to ask anyway. What is the difference between first exercise and now the third exercise? Sorry. No, numbers anyway, it's a third exercise, so the numbers will be different. What is the, No, sir, that comes logic. What did you observe when I flashed it on first place? What the difference between second exercise and third exercise? Anyone? Come on, guys. How many outputs I gave here? Earlier, how many I gave? Simple difference. First difference. Why did you think I gave 3 outputs? Sir, because it's exercise 3, so 3 outputs. Yes? So anytime anyone asks you any question, even in the interview time and all, you should answer what would have happened if I don't do that. What would have happened if I did not give 3 and instead I gave only 2, 19 and 74? Dependency thing misses, right? Okay, you might say, sir, 74 is there anyway, so we will have understood 74 minus 19 is there. But the logic is you have to subtract all the previous. There is only one previous. You always might think that next output, you only have to subtract from 74. No, you have to subtract from 19. So that's why I gave you more outputs. So increase the number of samples for understanding the pattern and trading your brain. And you predicted. Okay, difficulty is nobody try to solve it, so it's hard. Finally, what is the difficulty here? Can you come up with a logic here? No, right? It's very hard. So basically here all the rule based program or the logic based programs fail here, and it requires some extra intelligence to understand this pattern. Okay, and more the number of whatever the variables I gave you, like the columns I gave you, more complex the problem becomes. Okay, here the human intelligence fails, right? What would be the next alternative of human intelligence? Human intelligence is natural intelligence, and we are top of the food chain, right? We cannot go for animal intelligence. They cannot even talk. How can they give us the answers? So what is opposite to natural? Come on. What is the opposite to natural is artificial intelligence. That's why we require some AI or additional artificial intelligence to understand the patterns which human cannot interpret by themselves and cannot come up with a logic. Understood? That's why we need it's a practical example now. You wouldn't have solved it. You are humans, right? We failed here. So we are relying on some other intelligence which we created and named it as artificial intelligence, which solves us all this and gives us the answer. Understood? That's why we require to understand the pattern. Okay, sir, numbers is fine. Numbers is very boring. Let's now move to the images, which everyone are very interested in. You take selfies every day, uploading Instagram and all, status and all, right? So what do you see on the screen? Everyone agree? This is ostrich. Come on. Yes. Then speak up. No, sir. Everyone will anyway say why you should. It's an obvious answer. Obvious answer also you should say. What is this? What is this? What are the differences? Come on, now you are speaking. Sir, numbers are very boring. You should have told this first. Okay, what is the difference? Some is running, sitting, or whatever it is doing. Other differences you observe. Background, correct? Did I involve any of the technical concept by now? I feel I'm teaching 5th standard, 6th standard. It's not even any technical term I used, right? You can easily speak. Okay, background. Any else? Okay. What is this? What is this? Great. A for apple, B for ball. What are the differences? Hitting, hunting, flying. Now tell me the differences between the first 3 images and second 3 images. Don't tell, sir, that is ostrich, this is eagle. What are the differences in the sense? Again, visually what you see. Yes? It cannot fly, it can fly. Great. Thank you, thank God. Right? Anything else? First thing is the biological structure, guys. That has long neck, it has long neck. This has wings, that has wings. No? So these are some biological differences. Then background, color, everything follows. Okay, great. Now the task in front of you is, you have one folder, you know folder, desktop folder. You have 10 million. How much is 10 million? How much is 1 million? 10 lakhs. How much is 10 million? 1 crore. How much is 1 billion? 10 crores. 100 crores. If I again ask, you'll say 200 crores. There is 1 billion and you say 200 crores. This is 100 crores and this is 1 crore. How much is total? Sir, 100 crores, 1, 2, 3, 4. How much is total number of images you have here? 101 crores. Okay, 101 crore images are kept in one folder of yours. Let's say you have storage and all the thing. Your task is to create 2 subfolders, ostrich and eagle, and open the main parent folder, see each image and put them into the ostrich or the image folder. No, sorry, eagle folder. How much time do you think one human can do this task? How much time you can do this? 101 crore images you have to open. Can you do it for example? Let's say you open 1000 images per day. You have worked for 8 hours. You went for 10 tea breaks, and you worked only 8 hours and opened 1000 images per one day. And you worked all days, weekends, everything. 30 days, how many images? One day 1000. 30 days, 30 into 1000, 30,000. 30,000. 12 months, 12 into 3, 36. Okay, 36,000. Somebody says 36,000. 1 month, 30,000. Then 1 year, how much it is? 1 year, 3,60,000. 10 years into 10, guys. 36 lakhs. 10 years, only 36 lakhs. 100 years, 3 crores, 60 lakhs. How much are the total images? So your grandchildren to grandchildren also cannot solve this. So nobody can do this in in a lifetime. And we don't have lifetime here with us. We have to do everything quickly. So basically, this is what we humans see, the pattern. This is what the computer sees, numbers at there. And what is the difficult for a human? I already gave you a practical example. Humans cannot do, it's very hard. So again here what human intelligence fail, we need some extra intelligence to automatically identify. Somebody said automation, AI is required for automation to do it in hours or even days, okay, which human cannot do it in lifetime. That's why we require. And I only gave you two birds. If I increase the number of birds, again the complexity increases. What if I give you parrot and sparrow, which sometimes taken from a long distance, the image looks same. Again, you have to spend more time, right? The complexity increases. Again, AI is required here to do complex, to automate complex tasks. Remember what, okay. What question that we are solving? Trying to understand first is why AI is required. Okay. Yeah, one final exercise and then will stop. What is this? For the ostrich and eagle, you readily said, sir, it's an ostrich. Now tell what it is. The reason you told ostrich is because you already know from the childhood that you have, but this requires some extra knowledge. Only domain experts can tell, is only doctors or someone working on this. Okay, let's say it is some cell. Okay, you don't need to tell what it is. Now just have to tell me whether these two are same or different. Different? Well, somebody, there's only two options. Somebody thinks same, somebody different. Somebody also thinks the logic, sir, ostrich images are kept side by side, so same images. These are also same images. Try to have some reasoning. Now, same or different? Just see. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. What, same or different? Different. This one. How many are same? How many? The kid from, I think, which standard are you? Class. LKG. LKG is answering, come on. I think this conference is LKG's guys can benefit more than BTech guys. LKG guys can also say the answer out loud. If he would have been in 4th or 5th, the other number exercises also he would have told. Come on, guys. Okay, same or different? Okay. Now just tell me which all are same or all are different, or just give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sir, 1, 2 is same, or 3, 4 is same, 5, 6 is something like that. All are same. Sir, just simple, no need to apply any logic. All are same. Observe, I'm not asking you any technical question here from your Department of Electrical and Telecommunication Engineering. I am not asking any subject question, right? Just visual. The LKG guy will tell the answer now. Okay. So basically the first 3 images are from monocyte. It's a white blood cell. And you know the blood cells, right? Blood cell types. How many are there? 2, sir. We don't know. We learn it in biology now. It's lifetime, sir. Now 3 types of blood cells. Platelets. Thank you. So within WBC, these are subtypes. Okay, basophil and monocyte. Okay. Now try to register how monocyte looks, how basophil looks. Let's do one final exercise. What is this? M or B? M is monocyte, B is basophil. M or B? B. M. Okay. It's a B. Oh, it's LKG. It's okay. That much error is understood. Okay. Now note down your answers. How many are correct? How many are wrong? Okay. Just we'll try to find out how accurate we are. What is this? This time that's why I haven't put in the row, so that otherwise you'll say, sir, all these 3 are same. All I put randomly so that. Okay. M or B? Oh, great. Oh. What is this? By the way, is LKG. He just started learning ABCDs. So still he's saying M, till M he has reached. Okay. What is this? Okay. What is this? Whatever it is, M or B or whatever you have, you note down the answers. Okay. What is this? Great. Finally, I intentionally put this image to confuse you, but it's either M or B. Now tell me. Somebody might say B. Okay. Okay. Now tell me the accuracy. You need to calculate how many are correct by total. Let's say you are only 3 times correct. 3 by 6, 50%, half. Anyone? Okay. Anyone 4 correct? Okay. Let's say 4 only correct. 4 by 6 into 100. What is the percentage? Sir, again calculator. 20. Huh? Okay. Let's say you have got 66%. Which domain is this? Medical, right? With 66% medical domain, you already killed a patient by wrongly predicting something. Okay. So here we need accuracy, and you can also see that we can, normal human beings cannot do, because this needs some expertise. Okay, which like the final answer, the final image I showed, somebody says B, somebody says M, there can be some other. So there is a life at risk, patient's life, or basically, so the difficulty here is very hard. And if I give more and more blood cell types, the complexity or increases. So here also, where humans fail and domain expertise required. So what extra intelligence we require here? What it is called? What is the difference or opposite of natural intelligence? That's why we require artificial. I gave 3 different exercises for you to understand why artificial intelligence is required. First is to understand the pattern, to automate, to learn these patterns and which are not from our domain. So all this automation AI can do now. See, now AI can do everything. Now you are sitting and hoping that you will get a job. You should be smarter than AI now to getting a job, right? So that is the irony now. Okay. So basically this we have to avoid in medical domain. So with 66% accuracy, this is what happens. The doctor gives wrong diagnosis and prescription, and you go wrong. Okay. This is called type 1 error, type 2 error. Again, this is technical. I'm not even touching technical, just like false positive, false negative. Okay. So basically now you might have understood why AI is required in general by doing some exercises. Actually, you have to learn any concept this way. Somebody teaches you very complex tasks or complex concepts, right? You will think that this is not my cup of tea and this is not my area. But if you try to learn this way, see, numbers are very easy. Then you will understand the images are very easy. So you will understand, okay, this is what it is meant for. Now slowly it creates interest. Once interest is created, you can explore AI. Okay. So basically now I go into some technical. So there are 3 types of AI: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. So supervised is the first, where I already gave you the answers or images which eagle-eyed, which you already know, eagle-eyed ostrich. For the second case, you don't know. What we did there, we identified which one are same, which one are different, without even knowing the labels. That's called unsupervised. Reinforcement learning is what robots do. They try to learn the environment. It's like how you learned the cycle. How did you learn the cycle? Sir, from the day I was born, I know how to ride a cycle. No, right? You first started riding a bike or cycle, and you fall down multiple times. Then you understood how to balance. That's why you are correcting yourself. That's what it's called reinforcement learning. It's the way our teachers teaches us. LKG kids, they know much better. So if he does good, what does teacher say? She may write very good or something in its notes, and he'll be very happy. That's a positive reward. Or the parents might offer some chocolate, or we'll go to movie if you do the homework. So that's like a positive reward. What happens if we fail? Parents or teachers will try to, now they are not hitting, other times they are used to hit. That's called a negative reward. So both are helping us to learn. That's how reinforcement learning helps. Okay. Now it's a bit next level. You all use ChatGPT, right? You all been hearing about generative AI. You can generate any images. You might have also tried create a professional image of mine. You upload an image and say to the Gemini and say create a professional image of mine. That's all generative AI. So whatever we have done now, predicting and all using the data, previous data, that's called traditional AI. Generative AI is something you are creating, or whatever your assignments you are doing, right? Write a paragraph about or solve this assignment or write a paragraph using that something called prompt. Then AI will create you the entire assignment or give you a paragraph, or if you are trying to write a report, it can generate the entire report. That is generative AI. Agentic AI is what the future is, where you can guys focus now. It's very starting now. It's like travel agents. You go to travel agents, human travel agents, you tell all the requirements. I want to go from Bangalore to Delhi at this time, and this is my budget, and book me the ticket. This is what you give it to a travel agent. The same thing if you give it to an AI, given access to the online tools, AI will finally go and explore the make my trip and all, and it will find out requirement based on your requirement, the correct flight, book it, send you the ticket to your registered email ID. So that is what entire agentic AI looks like. That again has something LLM or ChatGPT. That is the future. Okay. So this is how it looks like in general. So there is an user like us, give us task, which is a memory, and it involves some LLM or ChatGPT, and it gives it with the access of these external tools like email and all. It creates, it books the ticket, creates the copy, and send it to you. That's what agentic AI is. Okay, but again, there are some issues with privacy and security. You all heard about this email frauds or SMS frauds. Don't click on this link, right? It will bank account, all your money will be taken away. So that's called attack security point of view. So that's kind of possible when we deal with agentic AI. And now privacy. If someone is trying to know where are you going, what kind of apps you are using, what is your bank account, everything is. So privacy is the threat. Data privacy is the new fuel now. Everyone wants to work on this to make, because the more and more we give control to AI, sitting back and relaxing that ChatGPT can do our work, the more and more control we are giving to AI. By that, we are losing our data privacy there. Okay, so that's where data privacy concerns come, especially in healthcare. Let's say your medical data, medical bills, your past health records, everything goes into wrong hands. They can claim insurance on your behalf. Now you are very young, so no need for insurance, but someone can claim your insurance and do anything you want. Okay, same like AI in finance, they can do your take away all your money from the bank and all. Okay, so for solving this, there is something called federated learning, which is a distributed learning, distributed AI. So that's something, it's like something like there is a server and multiple clients. So they talk to each other and they don't share the data. They only share the model updates or some trained model AI to the server. And you see the between communication, that's where the threads are. What kind of threads can be possible in communication? That's network based, eavesdropping. Someone is in Professor Srinivasa's talk, there was an Eve who is trying to interpret the messages between Alice and Bob, right? Something like that. Communication channel attacks, which is man in the middle, eavesdrop, and network based attacks are possible. Okay, these are all I can skip. So I also developed some, I hope that works. Internet is not working. I also developed some modern AI solutions during my BTech. This is called
Welcome to Mayan, an AI voice to visualize a better future.
These are smart glasses for the blind people. So it tries to identify the objects in front of them and give an audio outputs what is present. Internet is working very fine here. It's rotating. I hope.
State-of-the-art AI object detection
It
technique
detects everything in front of for blind people, saying that there is a car, there is a chair, there is a
no vision to understand and identify their objects independently.
Okay, just try to understand that. This is a smart parking solution again for IIT Hyderabad I developed. So we have an open air parking system. I don't know what is the parking system here. You can think of some solutions like this. So this is like a 24 hours parking solution using AI. It detects the number of occupied and empty for the people who want to park and things like that. And these are some other vehicle detection, vehicle number plate detection at the junctions and all. This is using drone data. Okay, again communication and all. This is something I've not done, but I've taken it from as a reference. Okay, so this is like segments your brain where there is a tumor and other things. Okay, so basically in the short span what we try to do is my aim was to at least motivate you to AI, what is AI, so that you can go back and explore. We try to do understand why AI is required with some interesting exercise, hopefully covering tabular and image data, understand building trustworthy AI, the security and privacy. That's where trust builds. How can you trust someone of your friend? How will you trust? Nobody. If you want to trust someone, they have to win your trust in some way, right? So here security and privacy are the trust factors for AI, federated learning, and some real world demos. So this is my LinkedIn. If you want to connect to me, you can take a screen photo and you can scan and you can it redirects to my LinkedIn. I know this is the lunch time, everyone are hungry. If it would have been morning time, 10 a.m., everyone would have answered more. I understand that, but no worries. But keep up that end too. Okay, this is LinkedIn, and this is my email and my mobile number. Okay, and this is my YouTube channel where I try to explain more about federated learning, that communication and other privacy preserving things. Okay, that's what. If you have any questions, I can answer. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for your time and engagement. Thank you guys.
Yes, any questions, guys? No questions?
Yes.
In fact, it was really interactive session.
Thank you.
Students were enjoying a lot while answering the questions.
He enjoyed a lot.
Thank you very much for that wonderful session, sir. Now we are coming to an end. We have added two wonderful keynote sessions. One was by Dr. T. Srinivas sir, and this one by Dr. Naveen Kumar sir. That's all for now. Please do join for lunch arranged at Scholar Building, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Second floor, just beside this particular block, we have a Scholar Building block. There, second floor. Lunch is being arranged over there. Please, all of you join for lunch. Thank you very much.